Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wealth Town with me, your host, Norbert BM. We're going to talk about Walmart today. They reported their earnings. We're going to go over the earnings and made a small summary of the earnings report. And then we're going to do a risk assessment and ask the question, should you buy or sell Walmart at the current price right now? So let's get started with the review. So Walmart, ticker symbol WMT, reported their earnings today. They surpassed analyst expectations. And this is what they reported. So year to year, Walmart is up 66.15%, which is almost a tech stock. And over the all time is up 495,000%. So, woo, that's a huge growth. So let's get into their report. Walmart reported earnings on November the 19th, 2024. We're going to go over their revenue, which Walmart reported a 5.5% increase in their revenue, reaching a 169.6 billion for the first quarter. On their operating incomes, they grew by 8.2% to a $6.7 billion, that is, driven by higher gross margin and growth in the membership income. On the e-commerce side, sales for global e-commerce were up by 27% with significant growth in store fulfilled pickup and deliveries. They also grew their advertising. Walmart's global advertising business grew by 28% with Walmart Connect in the US up by 26%. Comparable sales, Walmart US comparable sales increased by 5.3%. This also includes fuel. Earnings per share, EPS, adjusted EPS was up, and this is for the quarter, $0.58, so 58 cents, which of course took analysts by surprise. They were expecting a 53 cents growth. Now, for the guidance, Walmart raised its fiscal year 2025 guidance, expecting net sales to grow from 4.8% to 5.1% and adjusted operating income to grow from 8.5% to a 9.25%. So overall, Walmart third quarter results showcase strong growth across various segments, highlighting the success of its omnichannel strategy and investments in e-commerce and advertising, of course. Overall, a very, very good report for Walmart. This is also why the market gave them a thumbs up and their price is up for the day 3.6%. Also, it was up almost 4% on the day. So how about their forecast? What are analysts forecasting as Walmart to grow in the next year? So let's take a look. Now, this is just forecast. You don't always need to take this with a grain of salt. So the maximum forecast is 14%. I would just ignore that. Their average forecast is 2.77% and the minimum forecast is negative 10%. Now, a average market return will be for the S&P 8%. So we are always looking for the average returns, and we are also not looking for underperforming, especially the market. When the market underperforms, we want either not underperform at all or underperform less. Now, the risk here is that we would underperform the market, not only underperform the market with the average of 2.77%, because that's, remember, a 8% is the average for the market. So let's jump to our Wealth Town app and let's do a risk analysis for Walmart. So we said that Walmart would grow on the average a 2.50%. So let's take into consideration a 2.50% growth, which is less than 8% market average. I would consider this a high risk, not a very high, just a high risk for a long-term investment. So at the current price, Walmart would be a high risk. And what is risk? We're evaluating here the risk of losing money. That's the real risk. We don't want to lose money. We want to make money or at least stay, or at least be inflation adjusted. So maintain our purchasing power. That is why I built this channel, Wealth Town, to maintain and grow our wealth. And currently with Walmart, we will not realize that. But let's continue on with our analysis. So let's say if we take a look at Walmart's RSI, it's currently in the overbought. So RSI at 70, which is equal to 70, which is in overbought territory. So the risk from here on is high. It's not very high, it's strongly overbought. If it's up here at the 80s, it will be very high. So let's add this. Then we have a MACD, which is currently on a buy signal once again. It triggered back before the earnings, so it would most likely, could it grow more from here on? Yes, it could in the next couple of days, but the probability is actually low. So I would say that this is actually a high risk of this reversing and triggering a sell signal once more. Now let's take a look at its PE. So they're saying here it's a 33 PE, but we do have their newest price and we do have their newest EPS. So let's do a little bit of calculation here, that at the current price of $87.23 divided by the 1.93, so price to earnings, we have a 45 PE. A market average, actually, the market average is somewhere between 15 and 25 PE for the S&P. So everything that is at 25 is a high growth stock. Now, 25, pretty much far away from 25, but if I would subtract from this 25, so let's figure out how much higher is it than the highest growing stock. It's 20, PE is more than 45. So if I would divide this by 25, I would get that our 35 PE is is higher with 80% than the highest market average. So let's just take this into consideration that the PE is currently at 45, which is 80% higher than 25 average, actually high average PE. So this would be for me a very high risk. Now let's just not be negative, because they did guide that they're going to earn even more money. So they did have good guidance. So we would lower now the risk with a low risk, because they are expecting to grow earnings even more. But still at 70% risk of the money, at this point, I would consider Walmart a risky investment. For the short term, maybe for a trade, for a Santa Claus rally, if you like Walmart or if you already invested in Walmart, then you could wait for a short retracement of the price and then maybe buy some Walmart. But at the current price, I wouldn't buy Walmart. I wouldn't recommend buying Walmart. But hey, I would like to hear your thoughts. Leave it down in the comment section below. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the video. Click that notification bell in order to get notified when we post a new video like this. We post from Mondays to Fridays, and on the weekend we do our portfolio review, what we bought, what we sold, and why we did it. With this being said, tomorrow is the big one. Tomorrow we're going to have NVIDIA. Tomorrow we're going to have Target. We're going to do our earnings report for those companies also. So catch you back tomorrow right here with the newest earnings report and reviews and our opinions on what you should do. So stay safe out there. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye-bye.